Hey guys, it's your girl Fats. I probably won't even post this. I just need to vent. I don't have anybody to talk to, and anybody I think about talking to are just... So, I guess I'm just in my feelings or hormonal or whatever you want to call it. But just frustrated at this situation, and I don't know what to do. I am sitting here going over the last conversation I had with my husband this morning pertaining to our situation. So, you guys know I lost my job unexpectedly right at the beginning of my 5 months of being pregnant. And ever since then, my husband has been saying, you need to get a job. You're looking for a job. Have you filed for unemployment? Have you applied for this benefit? Had you heard back about this? Have you heard back about that? All the while, he's working and he doesn't make that much money. He's been with this particular company for a long time. He's been laid off for a year with them, and they paid him unemployment while being laid off for that year. I think it was 2011 or 2012 or something to that effect, 2010. And even still, he ended up going back to the same company, but they didn't grandfather his time. So he's been there for approximately 6 years. I don't know if I'm talking too fast, but see if you can keep up. So now, he's not making much money per hour, even after being there for, excuse me, even after being there for 6 years. Okay. We have 4 kids, 1 on the way. And I've been on 3 interviews, since being pregnant, all the while trying to squeeze into clothes to hide my belly. I've looked for and applied to work from home jobs. I feel myself tearing up here. I don't know if I'm just angry and just frustrated or whatever, but I just need to get this off of me because nobody is listening to me, and I don't want to sit around here and feel crazy, even though I know I'm not crazy for thinking the way that I think. So he's not making that much money. And again, here we are, last week or so, week before last, I ended up being admitted to the hospital. I think I did a video on that. I never uploaded it, but I ended up being admitted to the hospital for all types of stuff. Kidney infection, severe dehydration, among other things, and then low iron. I was there the whole weekend. I was admitted Friday and I was discharged Sunday afternoon. And so, but anyway, back to this particular incident. So, before my son's sister came into town to visit, I had went through this house from beginning to end, with the exception of my bedroom, cleaning like a maniac. Because I wanted the house to be nice and clean and smell good when they got here. And it did. So, with the exception of my bedroom, because I'm trying to get things together in there for Paris's arrival. So, since then, my husband has just, things have occurred with the kids, messing up the room. He's contributing to the mess. And I'm sitting here like, did you see everything that I did? Did you see how exhausted I was? Do you see how hard I worked? Even after asking you to help me, do you care that this mess is starting to recongregate, and look just like it looked before I got rid of everything, And so I'm asking, well, can you go back and, do that and get rid of this? And why is it there? Why is this there? Blah, blah, blah. And then, y'all, And so then he brushes it off and does something completely opposite of what I asked him to do. That's not even related to anything I've asked him to do. And today, this morning, he had the nerve to ask me to get him change for his transportation. I got ill because it seems as if when he needs something from me, it's to meet an immediate need. And he acts as if the things that I'm asking him to do, I don't need, or they don't need to be done immediately. Like the things I do, if I don't get change for him, he can't go to work tomorrow because he has, he doesn't have the proper amount of change. He has to have all dollar bills. He doesn't have all ones to go to work. But yet here it is. My house looks a hot mess because of him and the kids taking me for granted and not really, giving a shit that I'd like to kill myself trying to clean up in here. So for me to ask him repeatedly to do the same thing and him completely ignoring me is ignoring my needs. I need for him to help me. He needs for me to help him get change. Why is there such a break in communication in regards to that? Not only that, he still keeps asking me, are you still looking for a job? I'm 7 months pregnant. Who's going to hire me with this belly 7 months pregnant? They say jobs don't discriminate, but they do. They see you walking in there pregnant to apply for a job, and they're like, oh, as soon as we hire you, you're going to be out on maternity leave. And working from home, $9, $10 an hour, really? I can't. Especially when my spouse lays out of work whenever he feels bad or feels sick. He lays out at home, and it's okay for him to lay out at home. But this dude had the nerve to tell me, I know a girl that worked all the way up until she had her baby. I don't give a fuck about her. I could care less about her. I said, well, she was probably a single mom. Yes, she is. Granted, I'm a single mom, but I can't. If I hadn't lost my job unexpectedly and without notice, then I would have worked up until I had my child too. He made it sound like I'm deliberately laying around or whatever. And he was like, I know other couples that both of their husbands and wives work. You just want me to find a job to make more money so you can be at home. No, I told him, I said, didn't you watch the Huxtables? Cliff and Claire, she was a lawyer, he was a doctor. They were both making money. Why you don't want to make more than what you're making? He makes it seem like I'm not appreciative of what he's making per hour. I'm not, because I know he can make so much more. Everything right now in our house is getting ready to be shut off. He's out of work sick 2 and 3 days out of the week with a bellyache. And we've already been down this road of preventative measures and medications to take and things to do from the doctor or whatever to prevent these onsets. But he's not doing like he's supposed to be doing. And so now our family is suffering and going through these things because he chooses not to take anybody else's advice. I told y'all my husband was disabled. He walks with crutches, but I've even said, look, just get on disability and let me go to work. Reason being, disability might be less than what he's making per hour, but it's a guaranteed check. If he's feeling sick the way he's feeling sick, laying out of work, he's still going to get that same amount every month, whether he's here, there, or anywhere. You know what I mean? That's where I am in my level of thinking. And I just don't understand how and why he doesn't get it. He gets it, but I just don't understand it. People telling me, oh, stop letting him stress you out. You pregnant. The baby feeling everything you feeling. It's easier said than done when you have somebody that doesn't give a shit. He don't care. The only way he'll care is if the landlord was to come and padlock this house and the people come and take our vehicle and repossess it and drive off with it. Lights get cut off, anything else. That'll be the only way it'll click in his head. Other than that, he's looking at me like, well, any suggestions? What we're going to do about this? Well, I can't do anything. I don't have an income. I was denied unemployment. I filed an appeal. I'm still waiting to hear back from that. But I don't have anything. My son gets SSI. I had to give him all of that to you know, make up for what he missed being out of work and to pay some additional bills. I don't have anything. And when I do go to work and I'm working, I make the majority of the income. So that makes him feel even more comfortable to lay out of work being sick while, you know, if I get sick a day and I'm like, oh, I need to take tomorrow off because I don't feel good, and I legit don't feel good, he'll cop an attitude. Did you take something? I mean, is you going to go to work tomorrow? Are you going to work? But you can lay out of work for a week or 2 or months at a time. I'm just so like sick and tired of this dude. Like, am I wrong? Am I wrong for expecting more from my husband? Am I wrong for thinking that he would try to go above and beyond to take care of our growing family that's growing from 6 to 7? Am I wrong? That's what I want to know. I want to know, am I wrong? Yeah, I'm sitting here in my robe. I don't care. I'm pregnant. I don't feel like it. But am I wrong? That's what I want to know. There's nothing I can say to him. He hears me clearly. He understands English. English is his first language. And he just does what he wants to do. And I'm trying to come up with a game plan on how to just say, chuck the deuces up. You know, I feel just like all sorts of emotions because I'm like, here I am pregnant with my last baby. Lord, I ain't doing this again. My last baby. And I'm going to have to put her in daycare at 6 weeks so I can hurry up and go to work, so I can hurry up and get us back to where we were before I lost my job. I want to nurse my baby. I've never had to put a baby in daycare at 6 weeks. But this dude ain't got no problem with it. It ain't affecting him whatsoever. Well, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But he don't never do what he got to do. Why does it all have to fall on me? It's so much more I feel like saying and wish I could say, but then that'll make me look like a dumbass. And, you know, and probably make him look even dumber. But I'm just so sick and tired of this bullshit. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. You know, my kids. Yeah, I still keep dealing with these freaking hairs. But I'm just so... I don't know what to do, y'all. I really don't know. And I'm just so frustrated. Like, I want to go to work, make money, stack money, build me a stash, and get the hell out of this marriage. This marriage is the worst mistake I ever made in my life. People try to tell me. But no, I didn't listen. It's the worst mistake I ever made. I don't regret my children. I wish I could have married someone else and had the same exact kids. I'm just over being with this guy because he's not benefiting me or my life or my kids' life whatsoever. He's a burden. A fucking burden. A dead weight. And that stresses me out. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go. But I just wanted to vent because it's just not leaving me alone. And it's nagging at my soul. And I just don't know what else to do.